Hello, welcome to another episode of Sport Talk, a show where we get the opportunity to sit down with various student athletes and discuss their experiences with the recruiting process as well as the transition between high school and college athletics. I'm your host, Scott Kiewe. He played at John Carroll High School located in Bel Air, Maryland. He was also the starting goalie for 2 years there. He also played goalie for Team Poland and participated in the European World Games. Today we have the pleasure of introducing freshman men's lacrosse player Jacob Scmidt. Jacob, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. So tell me, when did you start playing lacrosse?
So I started playing lacrosse when I was 6 years old in first grade. A ton of my friends had done it, and I was in T-ball at the time. So I wanted to go and do that with my friends and see what that was all about.
Were you always a private school kid, or did you ever go to public school?
No, I actually only went to private school for high school. I was in public school all throughout the rest of my years.
So what public school did you attend?
I went to Forest Hill Elementary School. My mom was actually a teacher there, so I'd driven a little bit to go there. And then I went to Bel Air Middle School.
Nice. So when you got to high school, you've been playing lacrosse for a while now, since 6 years old. How did the game change from being 6 years old up until kind of high school?
I just saw it get a little bit faster. A lot of people had much better stick skills being in the MIAA, which is one of the better conferences in the world.
Nice. So the MIAA, huge lacrosse, many schools there are top-notch schools. So talk to me a little bit about the competition level in high school.
Yeah, so my first 2 years we were actually in the B conference, which we had a pretty easy time with. We would win the championship game 19-6. And my junior year we made the jump, and it was night and day. The players got a lot better. They had better stick skills. It was very good competition.
Nice. When did you decide that you wanted to try out for Team Poland?
So I'd actually run across the Polish heritage team, which plays in the States. And this summer, my junior year of high school, I drove to Boston to play a tournament there. And actually, the national team goalie was there, and he was impressed with what he saw and invited me to play for the U20 national team.
So, when you played for this team, talk about the teams that you played.
That was just a men's tournament, so we pretty much played teams that were just thrown together for fun. And we got to meet a lot of new, interesting people. We actually are all still in a Snapchat group chat and keep in touch with each other. And we actually came in second in the whole tournament after meeting each other for the first time there, so it was a really good experience.
What was it like when you first stepped on the field playing these A-conference teams like McDonough, Boys Latin?
It was definitely intimidating because you'd always seen highlights of them playing on YouTube and stuff like that, but it was also really cool to share the field with those guys that were going to Division I programs.
And how was the coaching at John Carroll throughout your years?
The coaching was good. They were able to help us out throughout the transition.
What age did you feel that you were like, wow, I could probably play collegiate level lacrosse?
So I had switched to goalie at about 7th or 8th grade, and my coach had actually brought his son to come help me out with it. And about a year or two into his training was when I figured that I could probably, if I worked hard, play collegiate lacrosse.
Did you play for any club teams?
I did actually play for a team called Ground Control. They're out of Essex, Maryland.
And what tournaments were you in when you played for this club?
We went to a lot of local tournaments that had good showings from college coaches.
So, did Coach Barber ever approach you at one of these tournaments?
Yeah, so I actually had him approach me at a John Carroll tournament. We would go to the National High School Lacrosse Showcase. So that's where I got the look from Coach Barber.
Were there any other schools in particular that you kind of, had drawn your attention?
Yeah, also Dickinson College was one of the ones that I had drawn attention to.
What was it about Hood that really made you feel like you could see yourself being here for 4 years?
I really like the community feel of Hood. The lacrosse team definitely has a family feel, which I really enjoy as well.
So now that you have a little bit of college experience under your belt, you've been practicing now for about 3.5 weeks. What is the real difference between the collegiate level of lacrosse versus MIAA conference lacrosse?
I feel like it's pretty similar. It was a very good prepared me pretty well for this level, but you could see the speed increase even more from the MIA level.
So now that you're here, what exactly are you planning on majoring in?
I'm planning on majoring in law and criminal justice. I want to be an attorney.
Nice. So where could you see yourself possibly living after school? I know it's early, but I'm curious.
I'm not really sure yet. It kind of depends on where I can go to law school and where opportunities are available.
And how would you describe our lacrosse team in one word?
Family.
For sure. This concludes our episode of Sport Talk. I want to thank my guest Jacob Scmidt again for joining me on the show. I hope to see you next time.
All right.
Short and sweet.
There we go.